Welcome back, everyone. I am the one and only Voitune, and today we will be discussing the cast assessment for the challenge Vets and New Threats. This is my fifth, sixth challenge season I've talked about so far. We're on a roll here. Lately, the challenge seasons have been all returning players, so it's actually nice to have some rookies coming into the mix. Do we need this many rookies? Probably not, but hey, what you gonna do? Now, we will just be discussing all the vets in the season, in alphabetical order, discussing their stats and how they'll probably do in the game. Then we'll move on to the rookies, what show they come from, and just first initial thoughts. Okay, let's get into it. First, we have Anissa, four-time finalist, 19 seasons, a 15-15 elimination record. Now, we've been seeing lately that Anissa's been getting to pretty good shape, so her abilities in the game can get better. Also, I think this is a good cast for Anissa, as I don't see anyone necessarily targeting her or wanting to try to get her out. So I expect Anissa to go far in this season. Next, we have millionaire Ashley Mitchell, two-time champ, three-time finalist, 10 seasons, and a 4-6 elimination record. She is millionaire Mitchell, she's now officially back into the fold. As much as Ashley, she's always going to be Ashley Millionaire Mitchell. She's always going to have targets on her, no matter how much time she takes away. She's always going to be looked at as someone to get out eventually. So I think it'll just depend on how she does in the initial start, because she can either be a target early on, or she can make a deep run. We'll have to wait to see. Next, we have going from over 20 years out of the game to doing now back-to-back seasons. We have Aviv, one-time champ, one-time finalist, 2 seasons, and a 1-1 elimination record. Aviv has been away from the game for 20 years. Now she's going back-to-back seasons. Looks like she wants to be more involved in the challenge. I think last season showcased why Aviv did so well in her rookie season way back when, and she made it far into that season. And I'm not really sure how she's going to do this time around. People might want to see her in elimination more often, or she might make a clean sweep all the way to back to the final. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not really sure how to showcase how. I'm not sure how Aviv will do this season. She doesn't have Darrell this season, nor does she have the majority of Bananas Angels, just Bananas. So we'll wait and see. Next, we have Cara Maria, two-time champ, 10-time finalist, 16 seasons, and a 16-7 elimination record. One of the GOATs of the challenge. I'm honestly surprised, though, that Cara Maria is even on this season, honestly. I heard when the initial cast was being put together back when it was back during pre-production, some weird stuff was going on with Kara that made me think, oh, they might not bring her back this season, but no, she's here. And I don't know, there's just been a lot of drama with Kara behind the scenes, so we'll see how that comes into play this season. So, next we have CT, 5-time champion, 10-time finalist, 20 seasons, and a 6-6 elimination record. Clearly, CT wants to come back. He wants to show that after an early exit last season, going up against Nehemiah, he is still the man. He is still CT, and wants to show these new kids that he's not going down that easily. He's gotten into even better shape, and he's coming for that 6th win. Don't you know it? Next, we have Derek Chavez, two-time finalist, 6 seasons, and a 2-4 elimination record. Derek put on an impressive showing last season, making it all the way to the final, only having gone to one elimination record elimination last season against Corey, and put an amazing performance there, where he managed to get second place in that final, and just barely losing out to Jordan, one of the best to ever play. So if Derek can utilize that amazing social game like he's done before, he could get to a final again and possibly win this time. Let's go. Next we have Derek Kaczynski, 3-time champ, 6-time finalist, 14 seasons, and a 12-8 record. Derek's been banged up in the last few seasons he's done. He injured his leg last season, and I guess it's now all healed up because he's back this season, and he wants that fourth win. He wants to get to another final and cement his legacy. Now, the man, the myth, the legend, we have Johnny Bananas, 7-time champ, 12-time finalist, 24 seasons, and a 16-15 record in eliminations. Whew. Do I need to say much more about Bananas? He's Bananas. He's also been doing really, really well in these recent seasons that he's done since he came back came after the challenge in Ride or Dies, making it to pretty much every final. So he might make a final this season too. Also, I actually think this is a cast not best suited for Bananas. Just something in me tells me Bananas is going to go out early. It's probably nothing. Just ignore that. In fact, I might edit it out of this. It's cool. It's fine. Next, we have Leroy, 6-time finalist, 15 seasons, 10-7 record. I think Leroy had the chance to go deep to this season, unlike the last couple that he's done since he came out of retirement. I think he's definitely not out of the water for an early exit, but I think he's got a chance. Next, we have Michaela from Survivor Millennials vs. Gen X, 1-time finalist, 2 seasons, and a 1-1 elimination record. Michaela's spicy. She brings the drama. She brings the athleticism. Going out first in Spies Last Finale, she made the final her next season in USA 2. Bring the stats, bring the class. And honestly, I expect the same thing this season. I don't think Michaela will go out early, and I think she'll make that final again. And I think as long as she doesn't tire herself out in the final, she could win. Really. Next, we have Nany, 4-time finalist, 13 seasons, 9-11 elimination record. She's now recently single. She ended her engagement to Casey, so perhaps that classic Nany will come back into the game, and she'll be in like male showmances again. And she's always been performing really well in these least recent seasons. It's like in All Stars Rivals, she and Turbo just barely missed out on the final in that final elimination against Adam and Steve, where it was a Jack elimination, let's be real. So I expect Nany to make it far into the game. I think this is a very good cast for her. I think she'll make it far, and I think if she makes it to this final, she had the real shot at winning. Like, I don't see anyone here, especially on the female side, that can necessarily outright beat her. Next, we have Naya, 1-time finalist, 5 seasons, and a 5-3 elimination record. I could have done without Naya, I'll be real, but she brings the hookup, she brings the scene. I'm fine with it, I guess. Yes, I think her more impressive seasons were like X's 2 and All Stars 3. Everything else was mid, I guess. She's always been given like good showings, I guess. So it's cool. I'm fine. Let's move on. Next, we have Olivia, a one-time finalist, 3 seasons, 4-2 record. Olivia's now coming into the season with her boyfriend Sio, and well, I'm really excited for that. I think they could be a real power couple. Well, and perhaps now that she has him and she doesn't have like Horacio, Kyland, Michelle, and Nerys, like that whole Powerpuff Girls alliance, she can form new alliances and showcase her abilities to make it back to the final, and this time not let the final kill her with a rogue golf ball. Here's hoping. Now, next we have the big get of the season. Every season they have a returnee that hasn't been on the challenge for a long time, and this is a person that hasn't been on for 5 years. We have Rogan, one-time champ, two-time finalist, 3 seasons, a 2-1 elimination record. We last saw Rogan in Total Madness, where he made the final and lost in elimination against Bananas. It's been a long time. Let's see how Rogan does this season. Now, next we have Olivia's boyfriend, Sio, two-time finalist, 4 seasons, and a 5-2 record. We last saw him on Battle of the Eras, losing against Bananas. Sio really did well in his first 2 seasons. He made the final on World Championship, but Battle of the Eras did not showcase the best of Sio. So I actually think that might be a benefit to him because even though he was bottom performing out, he's got some good relationships here so that he's socially secure, and I'm sure he's going to be better than some of these rookies that are just coming to the game and even some of the guys that are coming into the season. So I think Seal's in a pretty good spot. And plus, I was thinking anyone's going to be targeting him right off the beginning, so we'll see how Seal can do and if he can get to another final. Because if he makes it to this final, his overall performance in the challenge will be final, no final, final, no final, final. We'll see what happens. And lastly, for the vets, we have the one, the only, the Turkish assassin, Turbo, a one-time champ, one-time finalist, 4 seasons, and a 2-2 elimination record. He and I put on a good performance on All Stars Rivals, just barely missing out on the final. I think that season was good for him as it repaired his relationship with Nany so they can come into the season together. But Turbo's always going to be a hothead. I expect him to go into elimination at some point. But the question is, can he repeat what he did on War of the Worlds, where he was good with everyone, never saw an elimination, and made the final? Because as far as like overall final threat, I think Turbo is up there with like the Bananas, the CTs, where if they make the final, you might as well not even start because he's just going to win. I'll be real. So has his threat level gone down low enough to where no one will go after him, so he can get to that final? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, now we move on to the new threats, the rookies that will be challenging the vets to claim a championship title for themselves. So let's get into it. First, we have Adrene from Married at First Sight UK 8. I don't have anything to say about Adrene. I don't know Adrene. I don't have much information about Adrien. She doesn't come from a competition show, so we don't know how well she'll do at the challenges. So I got nothing. Moving on, now this is someone that I do know, someone I talked really positively about on this channel. One of my first videos, America from Big Brother 25. Hashtag AmeriCorey, still going strong. America didn't win any challenges in Big Brother. However, she did come very close a few times, getting second and third. And like when you meet America, it's hard not to hard to not like her. So I think she will do well in the game socially. Plus, she actually does know some of the vets from like the doing events and stuff like that with them. So I do think she'll be well connected, and I think she will be able to perform well. I think America will definitely be looked at as one of the top female little news threats coming into the game. And plus, I do think she's like the second or first news threat from the fan point of view that we are most excited to see on this season. Next, we have Ben. He's a boxer. I've never heard of him. I honestly thought he was like a boxer affiliate when I first saw him. He doesn't look like the typical boxer. I don't know. Maybe he'll perform well. Maybe he has a good personality. That's why he was casted. Other than that, I got nothing. Next, we have Blue. Same season as America, Big Brother 25. If you don't know me, I'm not a Blue fan. I went out of Big Brother 25 with a serious dislike for her, so I'm not excited for Blue to be on the season. But she's here, and maybe her rivalry with America will provide some good entertainment for the duration she is here. And maybe she learned to stop saying her stupid catchphrase in the time she's been away. Next, we have another person from Big Brother, but this time a good season of Big Brother, the last season of Big Brother 26, is Cedric, where he was the fourth one out. Cedric did win one HOH during that time. Hopefully, he's done his work. He's learned not to put himself in unnecessary danger, which is the whole reason why he got eliminated in Big Brother. He was in perfect social standing with the whole house. He did not have to do what he did, and it cost him the game. So hopefully he has learned in that time, the time since. Next, we have the number one person that everyone's most excited for to be on this season, Dee, the winner of Survivor 45. And later on in the year, next year, she will be on Survivor 50 in the hands of the fans. Dee's a masterclass at these games. She won Survivor with one Survivor with ease. Can she do repeat success and win another season of these games? We will see. She's definitely one of the most physically dominant players in Survivor, and I think her skills will translate well in the challenge. Next, we have Gabe. He's a former WWE wrestler. I don't know Gabe, but I do actually have some information about another wrestler that was on the challenge, where Leo Rush from Double Agents. He didn't perform well, and had to go home because the whole atmosphere or environment was not good for him. So it's a matter of, will Gabe perform well, and is this whole new experience for him going to be overwhelming for him? Because The WWE and the challenge are very different things, and if he doesn't understand that, this game will crush him. Next, we have Izzy from Too Hot to Handle 3. I actually do know Izzy. Like I've watched Too Hot to Handle. Like it's a fun Netflix show. So I do know Izzy, and she's a firecracker. She's a lot of fun on the in the show, and I think she'll translate to that fun energy here. And if I had to give an award out for who is going to hook up the most on this season, I would definitely have to give it to Izzy. So like whether or not she does well and performs outstandingly, I think she's going to be a lot of fun on this season. Next, we have Jake from Love Island UK 7. I don't know much about Jake, but I did get this bit of information. He's never actually finished a season of reality television. And no, I don't mean he went home. He was eliminated early. I mean, he left early. He's done 2 seasons of Love Island and quit both times. You want that guy on the challenge? Sheesh. Maybe he'll be physically well first. He can perform well, but and like Love Island men have done well in the past. Like we got a Love Island man here from the UK and Theo, but will Jake tolerate being on this season long enough to make it far, or will he just say, "Peace, I'm done"? Next, we have Justin from Cheer. Trust me, I was just as shocked and surprised as all of you were. Cheer isn't even a show, it was a docu-series on Netflix about cheerleading. And I'll be honest, I wanted to watch it just so that I knew who Justin was, but I just could not care enough to do it. Like, I'm sure he did well on his cheer squad to get on the show, but how is someone from cheer going to be on the challenge and perform well? I don't get it. Okay, next we have Lekka from Canada's Ultimate Challenge 2. I think Lekka is definitely physically intimidating and will most likely perform well. I've seen her workout videos. She's good. And I actually gained some information from the whole online challenge commentators community, like Angel Cake and reality TV fans, that they're really excited to see Lekka and think that she's the woman of these new rookie threats that will do the best. We will see. Next, we have Leonardo from Love Island USA 5. I'm actually really excited to see Leonardo. I've seen him before. He's fun. He's physically intimidating, and I definitely think Leo is one of these new threat men that are going to be underrated going into it, and I think he definitely has what it takes to showcase that he is the man on this season. Next, we have Sydney from Survivor 41. This is a callback from again someone from Survivor 41. Last time these people were relevant was back in the Challenge USA. Sydney went home early on that season, getting sniped out at the Mergatory because of the hourglass twist. But while she was there, she did perform well. She had a few alliances, and she was hot and spicy, and I expect the exact same thing from Sydney coming into this season, only with better results because I actually think Sydney can perform well on the season and with this cast. So let's go. No hourglass taking her out early. Next, we have our last rookie new threat woman, Tay from Big Brother Australia 15. I've done my research on Tay. She participated in Big Brother Australia with her sister Ari, and they won that show together. So can Tay come into the challenge and get another win under her belt like Dee? We will see. Now we have Will from Are You the One 9. This is the new Are You the One season that came out on Paramount Plus way back when, and they finally got someone on that season to come to the challenge. Will is big. He's intimidating. And it seems like he's going to be very good at the game. I think we will have to wait and see. And lastly, we have Jeremy from The Amazing Race 35. I actually do know Jeremy. Like his season of the Amazing Race is one of the few I've seen, and I'll be honest, Jeremy wasn't the best player on that season. He was actually kind of low middle, and as far as his duo in the race, his brother actually got more screen time than him. So it was definitely a strange pick, but I think he definitely has the possibility to do well on this season. Like I think he's probably like the third or fourth most biggest guy on the season of the new threats, and I don't see anyone like immediately going after him, but I think he's definitely going to have heat on him down the line. We will see. This is definitely a odd pick, but considering majority of these new threats are odd picks, Jeremy might be just at home. And that is it, everyone. That is the full cast assessment of the challenge, vets and new threats. Make sure to see the actual season firsthand on July 23rd, where we'll have the Day Zero episode, and therefore the following two when the official season begins. I'll be talking about the challenge moving forward, as well as Survivor that's sure to come out in the fall. But until then, I am Voitun, who beware all challenges in life. Until next time, Voitun signing out.